Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will start this new year with my first review by Ai Otsuka new best of I Am Best Too. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is simply my opinion on the best of, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Ai Otsuka decided to start this year right away, and on January 1st she released this new best of I Am Best Too. Now this is a follow-up to her first best of that was released back in 2007, back when her popularity among other female soloists in Japan was very high. But I have to admit, I did not expect a new best of simply because ever since she made a comeback in 2014, you can't really say that she has been commercially successful like she used to. Even though quality-wise, on the other hand, she has been pretty stellar. So I asked myself, is I'm Best Too really necessary? And the answer is not really. To be honest, I haven't always been a fan of her music, especially her early days. And what's so weird about her music is that on one hand, I love her ballads and I think she has some of the most beautiful ones out there. And on the other hand, her upbeat, high-pitched songs, and especially the rock songs, are some of the ones that I just cannot stand. And I think that's why it took me so long to get into her music, because she definitely has refined her music style, really starting from 2008 and onward. So this best of does include 2 CDs, both with each 16 songs spamming across her entire discography for the last 15 years. And so it goes from her first album, Love Punch, to her last album, Love Honey. And overall, I would say they did a good job on balancing the amount of songs from each albums. Although, I know that the album Love Peace got the biggest amount of songs included in this one. And the album Love Tricky is the one with the least amount of songs included, with only 2 here. And it's a bit baffling to me because this album is so good and it's really one that I really like, but I can see why they didn't include more either, because it is a very peculiar album in her discography sound-wise. It's very electronic, but I highly recommend it. I also wanted to note that I like the tracklist order on this best of, because you can tell they really tried to make it sound coherent, and I do appreciate that. There is also one new song, and of course the last single, Dorasena. I reviewed this one on a video that I posted when the single came out, and it's a bit of a shame to find it on the best of instead of a new album, but alas, that is the way of music labels in Japan. Now the new song is called Dear You, and it definitely goes along her musical direction for the last few years, and once again it is a beautiful ballad, and unfortunately I fear it is going to be completely ignored because it is part of this best of and not a new album. So what about the content of I Am Best Too? Well, I like a good majority of the songs. I put the CD one when I was working on something and I realized I was really enjoying it. It's always nice to hear the very famous songs, although they were already on the first best of back then. So really, it's hard to justify this new one because there's so much we already got on albums and first best of. So I feel like maybe if you're like a casual listener, it is a good throwback to what she used to do, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember these songs. But if you're a fan, maybe focus on the original albums instead and just buy the new songs online. Overall, I Am Best Too is not the most necessary best of out there. It definitely can barely justify itself, and considering the sales it accumulated, I think most people in Japan agree. It's really a shame because she has lost a lot of fans over the years, and her sound has matured so much, and especially her songwriting and her singing, and I really became a fan of her very late, but I think she deserves some more love. And this best of does not do justice to the musical direction she has taken for the last few years. And if anything, it indulges into the old hits, and this time around it seems like even that cannot save the best of. And that is why I give it 2.5 stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tell me what you think of I Am Best Too down below, and I'll see you next time.